I'm Matt Hott, and we are at the ranch in Dilley, Texas, and we are doing the Symtac shotgun skills class. So this class focuses on getting the shotgun shooter up to speed so that they can mitigate recoil primarily. Once we can mitigate recoil, then everything else opens up. We go from mitigating recoil to reloading, to moving with the shotgun, to using the shotgun in very confined quarters. So what we're most famous for is recoil mitigation. Shotgun is an inherently brutal weapon to shoot. It's very recoil intensive. We teach the students how to run the shotgun and absorb that recoil without it beating their shoulders up. So we'll take you through 400 or 500 rounds of 12 gauge in a weekend, and you will not have a bruised shoulder at the end of it.
Long about 1982, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, I was a competitive shooter. We were shooting IPSC at that time. It wasn't USPSA yet. Traveled around quite a bit, shot locally. I shot my first national championship in 1983. Believe it or not, I worked at a steel mill, an aluminum mill. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do more than just pick up and go to work every day. I got into the world of law enforcement. So we had an opportunity to go to Quantico, to the FBI Academy, shot some pistols, shot some subguns, and when we shot shotguns, it was apparent that I was doing something a little different than he had been used to seeing. Why isn't the gun moving you around? So we started analyzing it a little bit, and we found out that I was standing differently, I was holding the gun differently, and he says, how about you coming back here and showing this to some of our firearms instructors? I said, okay, and I really didn't know what to expect or what to do. So I go down, I do my little spiel. I had never taught an organized class before. Got done, didn't get much of a reaction out of those guys because they're all pretty stoic. So I go home, and a couple days later I hadn't heard anything, so I pick up the phone and I said, hey, sorry to have let you down. And he said, what are you talking about? He said, they loved it. Would you be willing to come back and put something together for us, put a package together? I want you to teach more people. And he said, we'll pay you. And I thought, boy, that's a novel concept. I go and I do a bigger class, and then a bigger class, and a bigger class. And before you know it, I'm doing a shotgun program for the entire agency that they've adopted. That's been 30 plus years ago. Through that, it is mushroomed out that, you know, one agency talks to another. It's taken me literally around the world. Never dreamed that you know, coming from a small town back home, West Virginia, that I would have a chance to work with the people I've worked with and seeing the places I've seen. It's been very rewarding.
Mostly it comes down to the destructive power. Nothing in our arsenal has as much potency per single press of the trigger as a 12 gauge shotgun. People talk about the carbine or the subgun or the pistol, and those are all great things with their great niches of use. But for inside a house, if I want to put that bad guy down right now, one press of the trigger, there's nothing in our arsenal equivalent to double-aught buckshot. Nothing matches it for turning the off switch when you need to. The first thing is training. If you can get good training from somebody that knows push-pull, whether that's us or another one of the instructors that uses it, it's becoming more and more widespread. That is your number one thing to learn how to run a shotgun effectively. As far as gear goes, to me, the most important upgrade you can do to a shotgun is to get a stock that is of the appropriate shorter length. For whatever reason, factory shotguns tend to come with like a 14 or 14.5 inch length of pull designed to be bladed off and shooting birds. If you want to be squared up to your target and shooting combatively, you need a shorter stock. I love seeing that light bulb click on in a student. I love seeing somebody who's afraid of the shotgun, who has maybe had bad experiences with the shotgun. I love seeing those people realize, hey, I can do this. And not only can I do this, I can enjoy doing it. Well, now they realize they can use the shotgun, so they'll grab it out of the rack and they'll have that superior weapon system that may save their lives or their partner's life or the life of somebody in the public. I don't have to be scared of this recoil. I have the most powerful weapon system known to man for this sort of thing, and I know how to use it effectively. And then they can concentrate on what to do in a situation rather than worrying about that recoil. I love seeing that light bulb click on and that grin.
This course is the Symtac Consulting Shotgun Skills course, and it's a mechanics course forward. Rob says that on the first day, it's not a tactics course, this is a mechanics course. We're gonna learn to run these guns, function them. Rob has been doing this forever, professionally. He was the guy who was selected for FBI's HRT, teach them how to run pump guns. So not a bad place to go looking for how to fine tune these skills. Because they're sort of the cutting edge for shotgun instruction. They're taking all the new stuff. They've been putting red dots on shotguns for a long time. They've been, violin loading, taking things from 3-gun side for a long time as well. Naturally, they've known about Vang comp systems as long as we've been around, and he's been showing people the benefits of a Vang comp system barrel in class during the patterning segment, just to show this is what standard ammunition does through a standard gun, and this is what standard ammunition does through a Vang comp gun. Most of the shotguns out here, I'd say 90% of them have a Magpul stock on them, even if they're guns that Magpul doesn't make a stock for. The aftermarket has decided that SGA is the stock for a shotgun. You absolutely get what you pay for with a pump shotgun. So take a shotgun class, and just learn to run it. Understand those limitations, but understand the benefits of the platform. Super versatile. They fought our wars, they protect our streets, they put food on the table, and they can do all that with one purchase of that gun.
I honestly thought, my wife and I talked about this one time. She said, if you weren't teaching shooting, you'd be coaching basketball or football. I like the coaching aspect. I like to see people improve. A component to that is that you're teaching a life-saving skill. What you're telling somebody and showing someone might be the difference in them living or dying, especially when it comes to training law enforcement folks, which is where my heart is. I've got people like Matt and others that I'm bringing up that can carry the torch and go on, and I really kind of want to leave something behind. When there comes a day that I'm too beat up to get out and do this stuff anymore, I want to at least be able to say that I've made a mark and it's continuing, and there's good people out there to bring it forward.